Meatloaf married his accountant girlfriend. A spokesperson for the newlyweds said she will do anything for love, but she won't do that. That one from the brother, and don't forget, comment your jokes down below. Right, so hello again everybody and welcome back. A question I'm getting asked all the time at the moment is, what's the best Android box to buy in 2020? So in this video I'm going to go through 5 different boxes which in my opinion work really well, and I don't think you'll be disappointed if you do buy one. So that being said, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and let's crack on. Right, so first of all, comment down below what device it is that you use and what your experience has been like using it. Is it a good one? Is it a bad one? Is it awesome? Is it dog shit? Let us know in the comments section below. And any boxes that are mentioned in this video, I will leave links in the description down below if you want to go and check them out. What I want to say first of all though is this is just my personal opinion. Everybody's opinion will be totally different. So a box that I may say works well, somebody may say, well, that's dog shit. That's understandable, and this is just my opinion after testing numerous different devices. They're not going to be in no particular order. I'm simply going to start from the cheapest device and work the way up to the most expensive. Right, so first of all, at number 5, we're going to start with the X96 Air, and you can get this for less than £30, which in my opinion is really cheap for how it performed. So we're going to shoot through and look at a couple of clips of the review I did of the X96 Air, and if you do want to go and watch the full review, I'll put it in the top corner of the video now, and I will leave links down below. Right, so that's what the X96 looks like, and to be honest with you, it doesn't look the best in the world, appearance-wise, but hopefully they've skimped out on the design to make the inside better. And one thing I will say is this box ranges anything from £25 up to £35. That's mega cheap. It feels pretty responsive. I kind of like it. It's just responsive, which with a lot of cheap Android boxes like this, they're really not the dog shit. But this one, it clicks and... Right, so it does look a bit different to what we're used to seeing when it comes to Android boxes below £30 or £40. But me personally, I like this layout. Come on, I just want to go. So we're off. We're going, look. That's looking pretty... For the price of this box, it's responsive. The remote's working good. It's just my driving that's a bit shit. But honestly, for a budget Android box as well, it's not buffering, it's a massive file size. Very, very impressed, very impressed. I'm impressed, can you tell? Oh, he's here, look, Hamilton. I don't want to come off it, I really enjoyed playing that. Right, so that's the number 5. Like I said, it's dirt cheap. You've got your A95X, your F3, that were a good product as well. And these are few around that price range that do perform well. But in my opinion, and the feedback I've seen for the X96 Air, it was impressive and an impressive price. Right, so now let's jump over to number 4. Right, so next on the list, and it was always going to get on there, it's the 4K Firestick, which is the most popular streaming device among users worldwide. So usually the 4K Firestick comes in at around £50 or $50, but do look out, they do have a lot of offers on, and they have had one over this period, and it dropped down to as low as £35, and sometimes in the US, it'll do it at different times to the UK. But if they do drop down to those kind of prices, they're an absolute steal. And a lot of people do say, well, why get the 4K Firestick? Why not get the cheaper one? I'm going to show you a couple of clips once again where you can go and check it out, and I'll leave a link as well showing you a test between the 3 different generations of Firestick and why you should pick the 4K Firestick over any other stick. And you can see already how much more time it's taking the 2nd gen Firestick than the 4K Firestick. So as you can see at the end of that test, the 4K Firestick does all those tasks under 3 minutes, so 2 minutes 50 seconds. And then for the 2nd gen Firestick, we've got 7 minutes 34 seconds. So really, the 4K Firestick has just smashed it. And look at that. You've got 8 seconds to install an APK. That's awesome. But yet for the 2nd gen Firestick, I was waiting over 1 minute 12 seconds. So the 4K Firestick, in my opinion, it's probably the best budget streaming device you are going to get. A lot of people do prefer Android boxes because they don't like Amazon's layout or they don't like how you're kind of restricted to a few things. It is a pretty awesome device and it plays content brilliant. So now let's jump on to number 3. Right, so next up it's the Xiaomi Mi Box S. I think it's pronounced as Xiaomi, but my pronunciation is terrible. But the Xiaomi Mi Box S, it has official Android TV OS. And for a device having Android TV on for under £60, so around £55, I think it's a pretty good deal. The only other device you're going to get that is supported is the Nvidia Shield, which comes in at around £200. Or you can get the Black Dildo version for £150, which is a massive jump in price. So the Xiaomi Mi Box S, once again, jump into a couple of clips. Link will be up here now if you want to go and watch the full review. See you in a sec. That's the Mi Box S, and to be honest with you, it feels really premium. It feels sturdy, no rattling. Like it. It's quite heavy, to be honest. It is plastic. It's like a matte finish. And there's not really anything on the box. That's the front of the box. Both sides, nothing. And then on the back, you've literally only got one USB port, your HDMI port, your audio, and obviously your power. You will come across a lot of boxes with the same layout, but majority of them aren't official. There's only actually Nvidia and Xiaomi, whatever you want to call it, that are actually Google certified official Android TV OS. The picture on that just looks crisp, it looks awesome. I love it, I really do. A lot of boxes are restricted to how the homepage looks, what you can do with it and what you can add. The Android TV look, I love it. It just lets you personalise it to how you want it. A lot of boxes do limit you to what you can do customisation wise, and the Android TV look and how it works is the best. It's the best around. Ain't no one in the world. Running lovely. Beautiful. Go on, get him. Get him. Boom. Flattened you. See you again. Running brilliant. Yeah. Right, so now let's jump on to number 2. Right, so next up it's the GT King Pro, and like I said, this is in price order. So it's not which one I recommend the most, it's price order, do remember that. But the GT King Pro has some brilliant specs. When I tested it, I could do gaming, it streamed brilliant, 4K content, everything. And once again, I'll put a couple of clips on now, and the link will be in the top corner. I'm guessing they're going to come up in this corner because it's always the same. But if you want to watch the full review, click on that link. I love that. I absolutely love. I love blue anyway, but that's heavy. That it's all like. It feels metal, really heavy. I'm kind of glad they got rid of the lights in the eyes because it looked a bit like a 12-year-old had designed it. But that I really like that design. Look how nice that looks. Right then, so when we start up the GT King Pro, it looks exactly the same as the GT King did. Obviously, there are going to be some differences, but with the interface, I can't see. Let's quickly try some 4K video, see how that works, see if it stutters, buffers and things. Right, so that load, usually you see a quick blur before a video, especially when it's 4K or higher quality, but that's straight away going, and as you can see, it's not stuttering, it's not buffering. That's looking smooth. If you look at the edges of the screen, you can see how smooth it actually is. I don't know how good Oh! Look at that, I don't know where I'm going. Never played the game before. But yeah, the GT King Pro seems to handle almost anything you can throw at it. The spec-wise, it's awesome. The only thing that lets it down is the interface, the layout, and how it's based more on like an Android mobile kind of thing. And the GT King Pro comes in at around £100. It always goes different pricing because of the offers they have on, and they always switch it up, but it's usually around £90 to £100. Right, so now let's jump on to number 1. It was always going to be at number 1 because it's the highest price, and even if I was doing it in spec order or performance order, it's the Nvidia Shield. Now, you've got 2 different versions of the Nvidia Shield. You've got the black dildo version, which is a tube, but in my opinion, if you're going to get one, you may as well go for the Nvidia Shield Pro. It is £200 and it is expensive, but if you're already spending £150, you might as well bump it up and get that Pro version. Now, once again, we'll jump into those clips. Link will be up in the top corner if you want to see the full review. Let's crack on. So as you can see with the box itself, there's no difference whatsoever as opposed to the previous version. And it comes with this tube that looks like a bit of a dildo. And when you click on the 3 buttons, you're going to see it says Find My Remote. So when I click on that, it comes up with a target. I'm going to click on Start. Check that out. £150 device with no HDMI cable. You tight bastards. And a good thing when you're using Nvidia Shields or supported Android TV devices is they do always have updates. So you're not going to buy a box for £20, £30 and then it's going to be outdated, the software's not going to be relevant anymore. Right then, so we've launched it, we've set it up, we've done the updates, and now this is what it looks like. It looks clean. I like the Android TV layout. The home screen is very customizable. It will stay the same. That picture looks mint. So what we're going to do is just make sure it's playing in 4K. So as you can see, it says 4K quality. We can drop it down, but it is playing in the highest quality you can see. I don't know what I've just said then, but hopefully you understood it. So if I click the 3-line button on the controller, you're going to be able to go to AI upscaling, and I'm going to put it onto enhanced, and as you can see it says active, yes, because we're in Prime Video, which is supported. It will change it as you can see. So if you look around the windows or something like that, you can see it does change, or I can long hold it. It'll bring up like a slider. But yeah, in my opinion, if you're going for an Android box, that's the Nvidia Shield. And in my opinion, I use them personally, and they're absolute beasts. They are awesome, and they'll handle anything you can throw at them. Even if you want to do gaming, it games awesome. So that's the top 5. And like I said, I will leave links down below of the different review videos that you can go and check out if they do interest you at all. But this is just a video I wanted to put out to let people know what like 5 boxes, budget-wise, that I'd recommend, that I've tested, and I would buy personally. Do bear in mind that the X96 Air and the GT King Pro do not have official, like your official apps, Netflix, Hulu, Prime Video, so they will play in lower quality. A lot of the time it will be 480p. So if you do want it for official apps, then I'd suggest either the Firestick, the Xiaomi Mi Box S, or the Nvidia Shield. And also, if you want to know what a Google certified box is, I'll leave a link down below to another video so you can see the difference between an Android TV box and a normal Android box that doesn't support all your official apps. Right, so I hope this video helped you a little bit. If you are looking at buying a streaming device, I hope this has like made your mind up or made you think twice about buying a certain device, and I hope it's just helped you. If it's helped at least 2 people, I'm happy. And also, feel free to comment down below your top 3 or top 5 streaming devices. So anybody watching this video can go and check out the comments and see inside there what other users recommend as well and have used. Right, so make sure you stay safe because of the current climate and what's going off. I hope you're staying at home, and I hope you're all safe and well. Right, so that being said, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Ta-da! Which in my opinion is dirt cheap for the performance that it did. The performance that it did. Which in my opinion is really cheap for what though? I don't know what I want to say. I will put links in the top corner when you can go and look at them. When you can go. No, where? It gets what? I'm having a mare. Right, so the Xiaomi Mi Box S. I think it's Xiaomi. I always get them mixed up. Well, not mixed up. It's the same thing. And obviously, like I said, it's in no particular order. It's just... It is in a particular order because it's in price order. I said that at the beginning, Jesus. But in my opinion, if you're going to get one, you might as well. Might as well.